Hi everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Ripple versus SEC. If you're new to cryptocurrency, you might be wondering, Ripple versus SEC. Securities are a type of investment that has been around for centuries. They're financial instruments that represent ownership in an entity like a company, and they usually give investors a return on their money after a certain period of time. The most popular securities are stocks and bonds, which are traded on the stock market. When it comes to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, however, there's no such thing as a security. Cryptocurrencies aren't backed by anything physical, they don't have any value unless people buy them. Instead, they're built on blockchain technology like Bitcoin or Ethereum itself. That makes them different from traditional securities because they don't have any tangible assets backing up their value. The Ripple versus SEC debate has been going on since the beginning of time, and it's still going strong. A lot of people believe that Ripple is better than SEC, but there are many who disagree with that. So if you're a member of either camp or just want to learn more about this topic, read on. First off, let's start by defining what both terms mean. Ripple is a type of cryptocurrency that works as a payment system for banks and other financial institutions around the world. On the other hand, SEC stands for security tokens. These are digital assets that have been given legal status by their respective governments or regulatory bodies. They can be used for payments and transactions between individuals or organizations, but they aren't necessarily backed by any real-world value like stocks or bonds do, so they're not as liquid as other types of investments might be like Bitcoin. Now that we know what they mean, let's look at some examples of how they might differ from one another. Ripple is probably more suited to big companies looking to get into blockchain technology, especially ones with a lot of money already invested in their infrastructure like banks. SEC doesn't have access to all those resources. Ripple and SEC are both types of cryptocurrency. However, they are only similar because they are both used to make payments. While they both have their own unique features, they also share many similarities. Blockchain is a ledger that can store data in a way that makes it impossible to fake or modify. This makes it an excellent way to store information like transaction histories, which can be useful in industries such as banking or healthcare where accurate records are important. The second similarity is that they are both based on cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are digital currencies that use cryptography to create a secure digital network for users who want to make payments without having to trust banks or governments with their money. One final similarity between Ripple and SEC is that both companies have been around for a very long time, over 2 decades for Ripple and almost 4 years for SEC. Ripple versus SEC. Which one is right for you? The Ripple and SEC protocols are two different things, but they're often confused. Both of them aim to provide faster transactions and lower fees than most other cryptocurrencies. But which one is right for you? Ripple is an open-source protocol that was created by Ripple Labs. It's designed to enable banks and other financial institutions to settle international transactions more quickly and efficiently than Bitcoin or Ethereum. It does this by using the same technology behind XRP, which allows it to process a transaction within just 4 seconds. In comparison, Bitcoin takes about 10 minutes on average, while Ethereum can take days or even weeks. It's important to note that Ripple is not meant to be used as a cryptocurrency in its own right. It exists purely as a tool for facilitating payments between banks. This means it doesn't need mining like Bitcoin does. Instead, it relies on its users' trust in the system itself, and their willingness to participate in consensus. How Ripple is better than SEC. Faster than SEC, so you can get your money faster. Their technology is better, so you know it will be easier to use in the future. They have more partners working with them, which means more people using their technology and building on it. They have an ambitious goal of making digital money ubiquitous for everyone in the world by 2022, compared to SEC's goal of just maintaining its current status quo position as the most popular cryptocurrency in existence. This shows that they are dedicated to making sure that everyone has access to fast and secure money transfers regardless of where they live or how much money they have. Their technology is being used by several major banks around the world already, which means that if you're sending money overseas or within your own country, it will be faster because it won't have to go through a third party. like PayPal or Western Union. This means less time waiting for someone else to approve your transaction before it happens and more time spending time doing something else with your money instead. Their price drops sometimes because people buy them up when prices are low. The Ripple network is a more decentralized version of the cryptocurrency, but it also has some limitations. The Ripple network is a more decentralized version of the cryptocurrency, but it also has some limitations. For example, it only allows for payments to be sent in one direction, from one person to another. It also doesn't allow for third-party payment processors, which can be problematic for large companies that want to send money between their branches without having to use a central bank. The Ripple network does have advantages over other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Its transaction speed is about 4 times faster than those coins, and its fees are about 1/10 of what they are on other networks. However, its high fees make it harder for small transactions, such as those from individual users, to take place on Ripple than it would be with an alternative like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Ripple and Stellar are two of the leading cryptocurrencies in the market. But which one is better? Both Ripple and Stellar are part of the same family of coins, but they're different enough to each have their own advantages and disadvantages. For example, Ripple has a total supply of 100 billion coins, while Stellar's supply is only 100 million. However, Ripple's price per coin is about 28 cents, whereas Stellar's price per coin is about 20 cents. Both coins are known for their fast transaction speeds and low fees. However, while Ripple has a faster transaction speed than Stellar, it also has higher fees than Stellar. In addition to that, both coins have a focus on financial institutions instead of consumers like Bitcoin or Ethereum, which focuses on consumers, so if you're looking for a way to send money across borders quickly without having to pay too much in fees or wait too long for your transactions to complete, then maybe you should consider using either Ripple or Stellar instead of Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's a tough call. At first glance, Ripple and S-Chip look like they're about the same thing. Both are a way for people to transfer money from one place to another. But unlike Ripple, S-Chip is actually backed by the government, which means it can be used by anyone who needs help paying bills or buying food. Ripple doesn't have that kind of support, which means its users are more likely to get ripped off if they don't know how to use it properly. In fact, there are already reports that some people have lost money when trying to send funds through Ripple. So while it may seem like they're similar in terms of what they do, we think that S-Chip is better because it has more security features built into it than Ripple does. Ripple versus SEC. Which is better? Is it time to switch from Ripple, XRP, to Stellar, XLM? Is it time to move from the former to the latter? The answer to both questions is maybe. Both Ripple and Stellar are decentralized payment networks, DPNs, that use a blockchain network to facilitate transactions between currencies. Both offer faster processing times and lower fees than traditional banks or credit card services. They also share several other features, including support for digital asset transfers and smart contracts. While both DPNs have made headlines for their high market caps, they also have their drawbacks, and you'll need to weigh them out in order to decide whether one is more suitable than the other. Here's a quick look at what each has going for them, along with some of their key differences when it comes to security, speed, and scalability. Ripple and SEC are similar but different. Ripple is a cryptocurrency that is designed to be more efficient than Bitcoin. It uses a consensus algorithm called the XRP ledger, which makes the creation of new units of currency faster and cheaper than Bitcoin's proof-of-work (POW) system. The Ripple Transaction Protocol, RTXP, is a method for moving funds between two parties in a secure and reliable way. Ripple transactions can be made instantaneously and at low cost, making them ideal for international payments, remittances, and other global settlement services. The SWIFT network is an international payment messaging system that has been around since the 1970s. SWIFT provides communications between banks for financial transactions throughout the world. Banks use this network to send messages about money transfers between each other all over the world instantly and securely without having to go through any intermediary institutions like SWIFT itself does not own any cryptocurrency, nor does it hold any digital assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum do. Instead, it uses its own internal currency called XRP as a means for sending money from one country to another using its platform over email, text message, etc. Like and subscribe to the channel, give a comment in case of any questions and confusions, and also must click on the bell icon.